I want to start this by saying this to Jimmy Norton. I apologize to you, sir. Oh. I really read that wrong. When we were down in Washington, Christine from Broadminded or whatever, is it Broadminded?
Broadminded, yeah.
That we messed with yesterday badly on this fine program. It's called Cringe Radio, by the way. Look it up.
Deal with it.
Some people just didn't enjoy yesterday's little segment. Then go somewhere else. That's why XM has so many channels.
The decades channels you can go to.
Yes, like George Clooney does. I like the people that bitch that when we have a guest in here and we treat them with respect and have a great interview with them and get a lot of information, have fun with a guest. I like the people that chime in and say, "You guys stink. You used to have fun and abuse these people. Why are you being there? Why, take serious questions only. Rip into them. What are you doing?" And then when we do a show like we did yesterday, we get, "What are you doing? You're a fucking asshole. You should leave that person alone." See, it's called mixing it up a little bit.
We got to
variety.
We got to keep it in perspective. Most people like the bit, by the way.
Of course.
There were definitely a bunch of people that did
balance
the bit, and they were very vocal about it.
We balance it out, and you don't know where we're going.
Mean. Oh, well, it was mean then. Tough shit. But going back to Jim Norton and the apology, I just read that wrong because she was on our show when we broadcast live from the compound down in Washington, and she was flirting with Jimmy, and I really thought that there was something there, and I thought Jimmy was nuts for not going for it. And now I realize she was just playing some stupid game. And she's continuing to play the stupid game on her show that she has something for Jim Norton.
And I know she does. But and it's like, I'm not even mad at her. She's a nice girl. I mean, she's just being silly. But it's like, I'm too big of a pervert. It's almost like I'm like an awful animal in the woods. You can't just dangle things in front of my face because I want to eat them.
She is Grizzly Man. For you.
She's Timothy Treadwell.
She doesn't understand. She's playing with you and thinking you're nice or something, and that she can be around you and taunt you a little bit and tease you sexually with this little innuendo and fake little relationship thing, not knowing that you will
not do anything harmful. I'm a pervert. I'm not a harmful pervert. I'm not a rapist.
Yeah.
But it's like, look, I'm a nice guy off the air, but if you're hot and I'm hanging out with you, please. What do you think I want?
Yeah.
What do you think I want?
Stimulating conversation, I know.
And she's just all talk. She doesn't want it.
No, I
from
know.
From
you. She shouldn't. Look at me and look at her.
And for the new listeners, she was flirting with Jimmy and invited Jimmy back to the station for their little date.
Yeah, to have some wine.
That?
Right, well.
Yeah, we're going to sit there and watch just sit there and look at Ed the computer guy while we had our wine. See that ghoul walking around, plugging things in. Wow, can we sit in the office and stare at Elo and wonder what stooge he looks like with that hairdo today? It's romantic. Why don't we hang out under Lee Abrams' desk and catch a contact high while he fucking talks to Robert Plant's manager? Bunch of creeps in that compound.
Yeah, let's go to Kurt in New York. Kurt.
Hey, Opie, I think you're wrong on that. I listened to the beginning of her show last night.
Yeah.
And she was really cool with you guys, actually. I mean, she was like, yeah, it's just the way it was. But just off the cuff, she said about Jimmy, she goes to the other girl she was talking to. Boy, the only thing I'm really bummed out is I think I could have ruined it for Jimmy. And she wasn't saying it jokingly. It was unbelievable. Jimmy, I think she really likes you, man.
I think that she likes me because I was nice to her, and I do like her. I think she's a sweetheart. But I mean, I understand. I've sat next to her. I'm really good with body language and chemistry. And again, she's with a bunch of creeps in a room. What is she going to say? Just truthfully, like, look, you kind of have a bullfrogish neck.
Not last
You're odd
night.
looking.
She was with her girlfriend last night, and her girlfriend was almost counseling her last night, and it was no stick.
Yeah, we got some audio, I guess. I don't think we have the audio of her talking about Jimmy, though. I'm not sure.
At the beginning. It was unbelievable.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
See you.
Thanks. And I love the people that say, I used to like your show until yesterday.
One day, just
one lousy bit.
You must have been some fan.
No shit.
You guys, I loved your show, even though it was hanging on by a fingernail.
Right. Just waiting for that one day you would piss me off.
I was listening for about a year, and I love everything I heard, but the one segment you did yesterday, wow, super fan.
I'm going to fire off an angry letter to Opie and Anthony. Where's your manager? Beat it.
I miss those, though.
That's part of the program, Cringe Radio.
Yes.
We do it from time to time. What can I tell you?
It's needed.
Vaughn in D.C., what's up?
Man, yesterday, I caught that show on replay. Sometimes you don't have that many bits, but yesterday when I heard you do your impression of the Jack Nicholson interview when you were like, bye-bye, sweetie, I know, what was it, not now, sweetie? I died laughing in my truck.
Yeah, here's our interview with George Clooney, was it? Or Jack Nicholson, yeah. Jack, not now, sweetie. Oh, he did the passing the microphone bit. That's great.
All right, Vaughn, thank you. That was funny. Well, she went on her show yesterday.
Sweetie. And then the deprecating sweetie, too, you know? Not now, sweetie.
Oh, they are talking about Jim on this clip? Yeah. Oh, good. So Christine went on her own show on Broadminded yesterday, and this is what she had to say about what happened on our program that morning.
Right.
And then I had to get up at 4 o'clock this morning to do a hit on Opie and Anthony, which was a complete and utter disaster.
I love when we get the complete and utter disaster.
When anyone says which was a complete, it's very rarely joy. You're going to be following that.
Complete and utter pleasure.
Yeah, complete and utter pleasure. Yeah, after utter, it's finished.
No. You know the word disaster is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't that bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. It was a nightmare. I mean, I was so tired, and, you know, they didn't... I guess we, miscommunication. I like these guys. I'm a fan of their show, and this is what they do. This is their bit, to tear into people, and they didn't really care what my coverage of the Oscars, and then I didn't get a chance to do it, and then I got thanks Jason for the music, by the way, that's nice. And then because I'm so stinking tired, I got frustrated, and I didn't even want to deal with them anymore. But it is what it is.
Did someone figure that out
guys.
for me, please?
They're doing their show.
Well, but the thing is you did get a lot of great coverage.
Somebody in the studio played that.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Probably a callback.
Why would? You think it's?
I might be sure, like a regular, like Frost playing Steve.
Okay. Little odd.
Because it was out of the ordinary, and I don't know.
It didn't seem weird or supernatural or UFO-ish or.
Are we a supernatural show?
I guess so.
Yes.
I guess so.
Have you been dead the whole time? I mean, you've really got a little secret you want to tell us?
Ruin the ending.
I like those guys. They're doing, they're doing their show.
Well, but the thing is you did get a lot of great coverage out there because you have a lot to tell us about sightings. Because I have a lot of questions. I want to know. I want to know who you saw.
I guess it just wasn't presented in a way that Opie and Anthony liked. But it happens, and they got me. That's what they do.
Well, I have one question. Probably the most important question. How did the dress look?
I looked so hot, but I also do want to say on the Opie and Anthony front, I can fight with them, and I don't care. I still think little Jimmy's hot.
Well, good. He is.
I still want to bang him.
Well, is little Jimmy single? Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
And he thinks that I'm kidding, and I'm not. But after the disaster that was the show today, I probably don't have a chance in you know what. But I'm still
I'm sure you still have a chance with little Jimmy, Christine.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just so stinking horny because I haven't had sex for a long time.
I would say, Christine, now's your chance to make it up to him.
Yeah, I think
it's all going to be just fun.
Yeah, Christine, I think now's the time to really start doing some damage control, if you know what I mean.
Baby.
If you know what I mean there.
I know.
Sweet thing.
I think it'll be okay. And everybody has their thing, and
Wow. Call her out on it, Jimmy. That's all I can tell you. Say, you know something? You want to fuck? Let's do it.
Well, just to answer the point there about, I hope it's still salvageable. Here's the way it works with me and sexual behavior.
All right.
If my mother was sick and you went to the hospital and kicked her a lot, stomach, face, and legs, and just kicked her, you still haven't blown it. Do you understand? If you're a certain look or better, there's nothing you could do. I don't want to see blood test results. I believe you. It's all good. But I think that I'm probably not her type.
So that was the comment she had about yesterday's fiasco.
That's a lot.
Not much really there.